Water is perhaps the most important thing for life after oxygen. We cannot even imagine any life on Earth without water. Like most animals, the human beings are made up mostly of water. The amount of water in the human body ranges from 45% to 75% depending upon different factors, like age, sex, and fat index. In an adult human, up to 60% of the body weight is water. Newborn babies have more water percentage than adults. Almost 78% of a newborn baby is made up of water. As we get older, the percentage of water in our body decreases. In elderly people, the amount of water is only about 50% of their body weight. Now the question is, what is the function of water in our bodies? Water is essential for our digestion. The process of digestion begins in our mouth with the production of saliva. Saliva is almost entirely made up of water. It helps to moisten the food in our mouth, so it becomes easier to chew and swallow. Saliva contains a special enzyme called amylase that helps break down the starches in our food into sugars. Drinking water during or after a meal aids in breakdown of the food, so that our body can absorb the nutrients. Water plays an important role in regulating our body temperature. If our body becomes too hot, it loses water through sweat. And the evaporation of this sweat from the skin surface cools our body. Synovial fluid or joint fluid is comprised mostly of water. This fluid lubricates and cushions the joints and the cartilage surrounding them, reducing the friction when we move our joints. Our brain is made up of 73% water. When there are not enough fluid levels in the brain, it affects our memory and causes cognitive problems. And to complete the same task, a dehydrated brain works harder than normal. Blood is a mixture of about 55% plasma and 45% blood cells. Plasma is the liquid portion of blood and it is about 90% water. Plasma acts as a medium for transporting blood cells, oxygen, nutrients, enzymes, and hormones throughout the body. Water helps the heart pump blood more effectively. A good blood circulation may lower the blood pressure and reduce the risk of heart disease. Staying hydrated helps us relieve constipation. If we don't have enough water in our body, the large intestine soaks up water from the food waste. This makes hard stools that are difficult to pass. Extra water in the stool makes it softer and helps it to pass more smoothly. Our body is constantly losing water. Every day we lose 2 to 3 liters of water through our breathing, sweating, urinating, and bowel movements. For our body to function properly, we need to compensate for the fluid loss. First is our body's natural response to dehydration. If we are thirsty, we are already mildly dehydrated. Dehydration can cause symptoms like headache, fatigue, dizziness, less frequent urination, dark-colored urine, confusion, and more. Due to dehydration, we cannot sweat enough to cool our bodies. This could cause heat stroke. So, how much water we need to drink every day? Traditionally, it is said that we should drink 8 glasses of water a day. But this may not be suitable for everyone. It depends on our activity level, age, weather, health, and many other things. So there is no exact formula on how much we should drink. But there are some basic guidelines from the National Academy of Medicine that you can follow. For men, they suggest a total of 13 cups or about 3 liters of fluid per day. And for women, they recommend 9 cups, which is more than 2 liters of fluid per day. For pregnant women, the amount is 10 cups. And breastfeeding moms need about 12 cups of water daily. It doesn't only keep the mother and the baby hydrated, but also prevents constipation. This recommended water intake covers all the foods and beverages we consume. Almost 20% of our everyday fluid intake comes from food, and the rest from drinks. Drinking adequate amounts of water is essential for us. But drinking too much water can also be dangerous. Overhydration dilutes important substances in your blood. The amount of salt and other electrolytes in the body becomes too diluted. When sodium levels in the blood become lower than normal, this condition is known as hyponatremia. Athletes, military members, and those who are involved in exercise are at the highest risk of overhydration. In a healthy person, urine color is a good indicator of hydration status. Colorless or transparent urine indicates that you are overhydrated. Pale yellow urine means you are well hydrated. And it is our desired hydration level. If the color looks like light beer, then still you are hydrated. Honey or amber-colored urine is a sign of mild dehydration. You need to drink some water. Dark orange color urine means you are surely dehydrated. Drink a lot of water and electrolytes as soon as possible. We often use bottled water to stay hydrated for its convenience and availability. Every minute, around 1 million plastic bottles are purchased around the world. Less than half is recycled. What happens to the rest? They end up in landfills, scattered all over the countryside and into the ocean, harming marine life. Bottled water is 300 times more expensive than tap water. Worldwide, we spend $100 billion on bottled water every year. It is a good idea to carry around a water bottle to stay hydrated. It also makes a big difference in avoiding single-use bottles that you can throw away after you have finished drinking them.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to receive notifications for new videos.